Hello, greetings from Seattle. As we celebrate our 60th anniversary celebration around the country and here today in Seattle, we are reminded of how important your role is as a judge in preserving our democracy.
The National Judicial College is a very special place. We are 100% devoted to the rule of law and the education of you, our nation's judiciary, so that the independence of the judiciary can be maintained.
Skilled lawyers rely upon skilled, even more knowledgeable judges. The NJC is a tool that helps them maintain their sharpness, accuracy, and real ability to do the best job they can do for the citizens of America.
I'm here to moderate the Restorative Justice Panel.
I hope that everyone can agree to speak our truths and let others speak theirs.
Our criminal legal system is a health-harming system. It is a continuum that starts from birth or before birth, especially when we think about our Black communities, and follows someone through the trajectory of their life. If there are other ways of conceptualizing how we then approach working with people, then it might actually improve health.
Sometimes when we think about restorative justice and working with victims and offenders, we say, well, if they go through this process, they're not going to jail. It's just not true. The outcome is based on the people. And when the people are spoken, we need to be honored and respect, and that's how we should serve the people.
What we're trying to figure out is how do we bring our communities back together and less of the otherness, because then we begin to see restoration.
I do think that we as practitioners, especially prosecutors, we have to have the courage to have really honest conversations with people who've been harmed by crime. And this isn't going to happen overnight, and we're just going to have to change hearts and minds one at a time.
Do what you can in your spots to speak life into people and see them as the criminalized survivors they are instead of just defendants.
Nobody provides nonpartisan education to judges on the level with the depth that we do. There's just nowhere else you get that kind of enrichment.
If you look at this sign, if you want to be a great judge, you need the NJC, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I support the National Judicial College, because I think it sets a baseline for everybody to learn and grow from.
As we all know, judges have a tremendous impact on all communities, but especially communities of color, and that's something that we must promote and support.
I want to congratulate all the honorees tonight. Really, the award is for making the world a more just place, and that is our mission.
The way we work as a college is to help our judges to be striving to always be the best on the bench they can be.
When someone comes in my courtroom, I acknowledge them first, and then I recite to them my preparation, and I ask them, tell me if I got it wrong, and correct my presumptions so that they know I'm prepared. And then I sit as a public servant and try to do the right thing.
It's a high honor that we present you with this special award. Children oftentimes have to deal with our court system, and it's frightening for them, and you've made it your life's work to help these children.
The idea is not just to resolve conflict, but to problem solve, and that's how we get into the prevention game.
I think that you have observed the inequities, but you've made it your life's work to try to right those wrongs and to try to establish a fair and even playing field for everybody, no matter who they are, and we want to honor you for that.
The further you get from the trial court or the administrative law proceeding, and the further you get into the appellate court, that sometimes the people are forgotten. But every case has people behind it, and that's what we ought to be looking at.
What good is it if you have the greatest court system in the history of the world if not everybody can access it? And so Justice Gonzalez has made it a point to try to increase access by encouraging legal services, pro bono work, and has single-handedly made it a point to open up the courts here to all citizens.
Our very democracy was founded on promises that we didn't mean, and our job is to make those promises real for everyone.
You're a humble guy, and I know you don't want to take credit for all the work that you did at Microsoft, but he was really the key lawyer in making Microsoft what it is today. And so, Mr. Newcomb, it is a high honor to know you, and we want to present you with this award.
Well, thank you. If you want to be successful in business, you got to think about your customer. And we have to think about who are the customers of this system that we have the privilege of being a part of, whether as advocates and representatives or as decision makers, as judges.
We want to honor a very, very, very special person, United States District Court Judge Lauren King.
It's a central function of the judiciary to maintain the perception of justice, to strive not just for substantive justice, but for procedural justice, so that even if somebody doesn't prevail at the end of the day, they can leave feeling like they've been heard, like the process was fair to them, and that it wasn't overwhelming in a way that made them feel unwelcome.
I invite you to join me in a double toast to all of tonight's honorees and teachers who are doing their part to restore our community, and to the 60th anniversary of the National Judicial College. May it ever serve the rule of law and equal justice by educating and inspiring the judiciary. To our honorees, our teachers, and the NJC.
Happy birthday, happy 60th birthday to the National Judicial College.
Happy anniversary, NJC.
Happy anniversary, NJC.
Happy anniversary, NJC.